don't have purports. And it's a conclusion part of this chapter wherein the Falastruti part. Okay, let us. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udirayet Nashtaprayeshu Abhatreshu Nityam Bhagavad Sevayam Bhagatya Uttama Sloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki. So reading from Bhagavatam, 6th canto, 17th chapter. 39, 40 and 41. 39 and 41 doesn't have, that they don't have purports, and only for 40 we have purport. So you all recite 40. Okay. एतत्ते सर्वम् आख्यातं यन्मां त्वं परीप्रच्छसि वृत्याशुरजातेश्च कारणं भगवान् mateः. Synonyms: etat, this, te, unto you, sharvam, all, akyatam, explained, yat, which, mam, me, tvam, you, pariprashyasi, asked, vrityasya, of Vrachashura, Ashura Jatehi, whose birth was in a species of Ashuras, Cha, and Karanam, the cause, Bhagavat Matehi, of exalted intelligence in Krishna consciousness. Translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. My dear King Parikshit, you inquired from me how Vrikshasura, a great devotee, took birth in a demonic family. Thus, I have tried to explain to you everything about this. Yes. Venkata Narasimha Prabhuji, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Ityasamimam punyam chitraketo mahatmanah mayam vishnu bhaktanam srutva bandhad vimuchyate. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Madhumay Krishna Kanta Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Pranams Mataji.
Pranams Mataji.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Itihasam imam punyam chitraketor mahatmanaha mahatmyam vishnu bhaktanam shutva bandhad vimuchyate. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Chitra Mohini Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Pranams Mataji.
Pranams Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Itihasam imam punyam chitraketur mahatmanaha mahatmam vishnu bhaktanam shutva bandhad vimuchyate. Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Madhumati Vilasini Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Dandavat pranams Mataji.
Pranams Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Itihasamimam punyam chitraketo mahatmanah mahatmyam vishnu bhaktanam shrutva bandhad vimuchyate. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Suramya Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Itihasamimam punyam chitraketor mahatmanah mahatmyam vishnu bhaktanam shrutva bandhad vimuchyate. Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. Surya Prakash Rao Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, pranamam.
Pranams.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Itihāsamimam punyam chitraketurmahatmanah mahatmyam Vishnu bhaktanam sutva bandhvadvi muchyate.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Usha Bhatt Mataji. Your audio is not heard, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Usha Bhatt Mataji. Hare Krishna. Are you anyone able to hear, Mataji?
No, Mataji.
No, Mataji.
Okay, fine. Mataji, you unmute and mute once again so that maybe your device volume is less. Yeah. No, we are not able to hear you, Mataji. Fine. Okay. Prananandini Mataji, please go ahead.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी प्रणाम माताजी
Pranam.
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय इतिहासम् इमं पुण्यं चित्रकेतुर्महात्मनः महात्म्यं विष्णुभक्तानां श्रुत्वा बन्धात् विमुच्यते हरे कृष्ण माताजी थैंक यू माताजी
Revati Ratnangi Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी प्रणाम माताजी ओम
Pranam.
नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय इतिहासमिमं पुण्यं चित्रकेतो महात्मनः महात्मायां विष्णुभक्तानां शुद्ध्वा बन्धुत्वमुच्यते हरे कृष्ण माताजी थैंक यू वेरी मच
Thank you, Mataji. Leena Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी दंडवत प्रणाम
Dandut Pranams Mataji.
इतिहासम् इमं पुण्यं चित्रकेतोर्महात्मनः महात्म्यं विष्णुभक्तानां श्रुत्वा बन्धाद् विमुच्यते
Thank you, Mataji. R. Vijay Kumari Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी प्रणव माताजी
Pranams.
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय इतिहासम् इमं पुण्यं चित्रकेतुर्महात्मनः महात्म्यं विष्णुभक्तानां श्रुत्वा बन्धात् विमुच्यते थैंक यू माताजी
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. इतिहासं हिमं पुण्यं चित्रकेतुर्महात्मनः महात्म्यं विष्णुभक्तानां श्रुत्वा बन्धात् विमुच्यते. Synonyms. Itihasam, history. Imam, this. Punyam, very pious. Chitraketu, of Chitraketu. Mahatmanaha, the exalted devotee. Mahatmyam, containing glory. Vishnu Bhaktanam, from the devotees of Vishnu. Shrutva, hearing. Bandhat, from bondage or conditional material life. Vimuchyate, is freed. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai. Chitraketu was a great devotee, Mahatma. If one hears this history of Chitraketu from a pure devotee, the listener is also freed from the conditional life of material existence. Purport. The historical incidents in the Puranas, such as the history of Chitraketu, explained in the Bhagavada Purana, are sometimes misunderstood by outsiders or non-devotees. Therefore, Shukadeva Goswami advised that the history of Chitraketu be heard from a devotee. Anything about devotional service or the characteristics of the Lord and his devotees must be heard from a devotee, not from a professional reciter. This is advised herein. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's secretary also advised that one learn the history of Srimad Bhagavatam from a devotee. Yaha Bhagavada Pada Vaishnavera Sthane. One should not hear the statements of Srimad Bhagavatam from professional reciters, or else they will not be effective. Quoting from Padma Purana, Sri Sanatana Goswami has strictly forbidden us to hear about the activities of the Lord and his devotees from the mouths of non-devotees. Vaishnava Mukto Grenam Putam Hari Katamrutam Shravanam naiva kartavyam sarposhitam yatha bhayaha. So one should not hear anything about Krishna from a non-Vaishnava. Milk touched by the lips of a serpent has poisonous effects. Similarly, talks about Krishna given by a non-Vaishnava are also poisonous. One must be a bona fide devotee and then he can preach and impress devotional service upon his listeners. या एतत् प्रातेर् उताय श्रद्धाय वाक्यथाः पतेत् इतिहासं हरिं स्मृत्वा शायाति परमां गतिम्. Synonyms: yeah, any person who ate this prataha early in the morning, yutaya rising, shraddaya with faith, vak yataha controlling the mind and words, patet may read, itihasam history, harim the supreme lord, smritva remembering, sa that person, yati goes, paramam gatim back home, back to Godhead. Translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. One who rises from bed early in the morning and recites this history of Chitraketu, controlling his words and mind and remembering the Supreme Personality of Godhead, will return home back to Godhead without difficulty. Purport: thus end the Bhakti Vedanta purports of the 6th canto, 17th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled Mother Parvati curses Chitraketu. Om Ajnanatimmirandasya Jnananjanaya Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tashmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Gadamayam Tadati Swapadandikam. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radhakanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishavanishvute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpadarubhyasya Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swamini Dinamine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavade Pashat Deshadarine. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shiva Shadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Mugam karoti vachalam Bangum langayate girim Yatkrapatam aham vande Paramananda Madhavam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Ishwaram. Okay, we are going to conclude this chapter. So all these days we have gone through this chapter. So what way the Chitraketu felt, that means it was a way of humor. Like he is also in the platform of Mahabhagavata, and then Lord Shiva also is the highly renounced person. In that way he spoke. But Mother Parvati was not in the same platform, and she misunderstood as a dishonor to Lord Shiva, and then she cursed Chitraketu. So later there was a conversation wherein the explanation was going on in this chapter itself, and when she came to know that she has wrongly understood the conversation, and she was feeling bad for that too, the explanation was given by Lord Shiva. That's what we have read now. And the highest, that is qualities a pure devotee possess. So like a tolerance and accepting the reversals as it is, So not feeling anything, having any 1% also, even though the person has not done mistake, still accepting the punishment. So that's what we have seen in Chitraketu's behavior, and the response given against the curse by Mother Parvati. And after accepting the curse, Chitraketu came from the yajna done by Tvasta. Correct now? So that's he is born in the Ashura family. So Chitraketu, even though he was transcendentally situated, and he was able to have the application of the knowledge, he has gained the knowledge, he is in the transcendental platform, and he possesses transcendental knowledge, and then application of knowledge also he has actually. Okay, so internally he has been behaving as a Mahabhagavata, but externally he was a Ashura. Right, na? So like that. So then later story, I think we have read in the earlier chapter also, there was a war between Indira and Vrikshasura, and then how he behaved as a spiritual master. So encouraging Lord Indira to kill him. So as per the will of the Lord, so it should happen. That is the acceptance. So by the devotee. So whatever the Lord's will is there, that will be accepted by the devotee without any second thought. So as per the will of the Lord, he accepted the death. So this is how the conclusion done by Sukadev Goswami here. So So, my dear King Parikshit, he is concluding here. You inquired from me now how Vrishasura, a great devotee, took birth in a demonic family. So, by the curse of Mother Parvati. So, and I also, that means he tried to explain him everything about this happening actually. So, that's a thing from this particular sloka. And the Falashruti part. So, now the conclusion is, so what are the things when you are hearing? Here, Shravanam. Importance of Shravanam is spoken here. And then Shravanam should be done from where? So we are all doing Shravanam from the scripts of written by Srila Prabhupada here. So he is Mahabhagavata, and then we are in fact having association through this black and white scripts here actually, which gives a very many places are giving very direct meaning, and then some places we need to be more thorough in the knowledge to understand the hidden things which Srila Prabhupada also has given. Correct now? So we are having association with Srila Prabhupada in this class, and then that too when we should hear. The next sloka tells early morning. That means like how we are doing the short Bhagavatam class. This kala, this time is very important. So when you get waking up and then giving time to read this, walk through this, is assuring what? Going back to Godhead actually. So that's the assurance given by our Acharya. And let us try to have association with the scripts written by our Acharya greatly here. Chitraketu was a great devotee. Can anyone glorify Chitraketu, the qualities actually? All these slokas we have read, apart from whatever I have highlighted actually. Hare Krishna. Can someone, let us have a discussion kind of thing.
Mataji,
Yes.
Chitraketu accept the curse from Parvati.
Okay.
Even though he is not commit any mistake.
Okay. Okay.
This point I like it, Mataji.
Okay. Any other devotee would like to share about the higher or glorification of Chitraketu? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Chitraketu followed instruction of his gurus, Mataji. He took surrender under his gurus, Mataji.
Correct. Narada Maharishi and Angira Rishi. Correct na? Especially Angira Rishi. So initially when he came, he took advice of Angira Rishi, and then because he was very much, that time only he was willing to give him the knowledge, but seeing the, what is that, bewilderedness, and then he was in some delusion and all. So Angira Rishi didn't go ahead with that, giving the instruction. So why the sadhus will come? To enlighten the grahastha, correct now? So to enlighten Chitraketu, he came to his assembly, wherein Chitraketu, being a learned person, and he gave the position where to sit, and then he offered the seat, and then he offered the obeisances and other rituals also he performed, and then, but his face was having so much confusion, so much sadness was there. So seeing the face, that is how actually he was able to demonstrate in front of the Angira Rishi. So he decided, even if I tell, he is having something internal in the mind, that means something is missing. So something is anchoring, so something he needs badly. So even though he doesn't want to give that option, wherein Chitraketu will not have a child as per his thing. So still he gave that option, telling that the child will be the cause of his own happiness and then his own sadness also, both Harsha Shoka, correct now? So then after the child died, and then they came actually. So even Angira Rishi alone coming, he took Narada Maharishi, so that to enlighten Chitraketu. So whatever the lamentation he was doing is not worth of it. Because, and then by the mystic yoga, or we can tell by the spiritual thing, Narada Maharishi was able to bring back the life of the child, and then the conversation between Chitraketu and the child happens, and then child gave the knowledge there actually. Because Jiva, once he has left, he has taken birth many times, and then started asking which birth, father, mother, like that. So gaining knowledge, and then from Narada Maharishi also, Chitraketu set for what actually? For the towards the forest, for the devotional service. So that's how he had he has performed the austerities, and then he took the darshan of the Lord as per Narada Maharishi. Maharishi has already blessed, on the 7th day you will be having the darshan of Sankarshan, correct now? So like that he had darshan of Sankarshan, and then he glorified the Lord, and then Lord also spoke to Chitraketu, like that. So these are all the wonderful pastime of Chitraketu. It's like even though we are having walking through like a story, but every phase, whatever he has underwent, it's like a honey for us to hear. So that's how our Srila Prabhupada has presented in this purports and all. Yes, Mataji, Suramya Mataji, please go ahead if you want to speak on that.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare
Pranam.
Krishna.
The quality that I can remember is that
Yes.
he was only interested in the service of the Lord, and he was looking at whatever Swargapa Varga Narakeshu Apitulyartha Darshanam. So
Yes.
he was completely in devotion. So whether it is liberation or heavenly planets or hellish planets, he
Yes.
was considering them as equal.
Yes.
Tulyartha Darshan. That
Yes.
is great. And
Yes.
he knew that all these happiness and distress, birth and death, they are all byproducts of contact with the material energy.
Yes. Very wonderful sentence, Mataji. Very nice, actually spoken. Yes.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes, Mataji. Please go ahead, Mataji.
I'm thinking, Mataji, that Chitraketu, exalted devotees, he was surrendered soul, and he thought that whatever God is doing, that is best for us.
Yes.
Because he has surrendered everything to God, for that he thought that there must be something, whatever has God done, that I should accept. And he accepted very nicely, and he did not feel anything. And again he came down and bowed down to Mother Parvati and addressed her as mother,
Yes.
and then he went back, Mataji.
Yes.
Hare Krishna.
Yes,
Thank you,
after
Mataji.
receiving curse, he came and actually offered obeisances to both Lord Shiva and Mother Parvati. Correct now? So this is the important point also, we need to note it out. How many of us are very much that type of characteristics we possess? Somebody is scolding, still we go ahead and speak to them and then give respects. So that's the first point. Giving respect, we will never have that inclination in the mind, even though we don't disrespect, but giving respect is of a great heart only. But here Chitraketu demonstrated that also in the one or two slokas prior to that, correct? No? So last, that is yesterday's class, we have seen that actually. So giving respect for the person who has made us to enter into the terrible part of life is not an easy quality to be visualized or realized actually. So one should have a great heart to accept. So that is like the Vidya Vinaya Sampanni, like equanimity, quality. So not at all thinking about the quality of the person, what they possess, but still he actually treats in the same way. So that quality he had actually. In that way, he respected, like how Lord Shiva being in the transcendental platform, to Mother Parvati also he did same thing. Correct? Na? He respected. So that is the quality of a great devotee. That's why Chitraketu is called as Mahatma here. Correct? Na? So when one hears the story of or the history of Mahatma, it will purify us also. So we have most of the contaminations in our heart, correct? Na? Like Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moga, Mada, Makshara, especially Makshara. This Makshara should go, it will go when we perform devotional service. There is no remedy for that. And the person should be prepared to give it out. So that mind setup, he should come to that platform. When he or she continuously perform the devotional service like Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, so automatically these contaminations will get vanquished actually. And then they'll be able to enter into that is pure devotional practices. So when a person enters into the pure devotional services, obviously it is assured for them they'll be going back to the Godhead. So that's the Falashruti as guided by our Acharya here actually. So here and hearing we should do from whom? That is very important. Now we are hearing from whom? Srila Prabhupada. Correct na? So we are hearing from whom? Srila Prabhupada. So only we are instruments here. We don't have any qualification to sit on the Vyasasana. Still, we have been given little empowerment by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, by the Guru Parambara. We are sitting and we are able to read the purports. We are trying to understand the purports by the mercy of the Lord and the Parambara. So here, Sanatana Goswami also is speaking about, so one should not hear from the non-devotees. That is, professional reciters. I think in South India, this is very famous only. Okay, especially in Tamil Nadu and Kerala and all, they do professional recitation of Bhagavatam actually. Okay, so wherein the person will start reciting only the slokas, not any explanation will not be given. Only slokas recitation only. So even if he is a professional or non-professional also, whatever it may be, by hearing only the slokas, we will not able to understand what moral we need to get from that hearing. When you are hearing, we need to gain something which will help us to uplift from our level to the higher consciousness, higher conscious state. So, but only hearing slokas will not give a solution because we don't know the meaning of the slokas. So without proper understanding and then just hearing, maybe having, because of only hearing, maybe some 5% sukruti we may get, but more than that, nothing will be having impact in us. We will not be able to change ourselves. Correct? Na? We will be always in the contamination mode only. So that doesn't purify us actually. So hearing from the Bhagavata, that means we are all hearing from Srila Prabhupada here. So our Vaishnava, we should avoid actually. So one should not hear anything about Krishna because the interpretation will be different. So the way they understand. So even before coming to Krishna conscious in 2020, I always be more inclined to Lord Rama because of the Ekapatni Vrata. And Krishna means I used to tell he has so many wives. So there are unlimited wives for Krishna. So I was not inclined to Krishna, to be frank. So now I always feel so much I have spoken, that means so much I have thought, not spoken, thought about Krishna like this. That's why today, okay, you have understood in that way. So now you understand in the right way through Acharya. So now I regret actually whatever I spoke is wrong. So that realization has been given by the mercy of the Guru Parambara. So like that, we also hear now in general. Even I also heard from someone only. Krishna has so many, that is 16,108 wives. Okay, so many wives. So I don't like so many wives a person is having. What is there like that? So only one wife we need to have like that. That mind setup has been made. Okay, but he's not in that platform to comment. That's the wonderful thing we have learned from the classes actually. So he is not the person who can be spoken on the material platform. So to understand Krishna, we need to have association of devotees and we need to do Shravanam in the right way. So then only to an extent, at least minimum level, we can understand Krishna. So this is how we can glorify Krishna's level, cannot be understood until other Krishna himself reveals to us. So we should have mercy of him and Guru Parambara. So milk touched by the lips of serpent. See how actually it is poisonous hearing from the non-devotees. So because our perspective will be different, and in that way only we'll start interpreting the things. So generally mental concoction will also happen. So that and all will not give any purification or elevate oneself to the higher conscious. It will degrade in the life. So that's the reason again and again many places our Acharya is insisting not to hear from the professional reciters. So one must be a bona fide devotee. So here our Acharya being the bona fide devotee and his scripts only we are actually reading, and then he can preach and impress the devotional service upon his listeners. So that's how we are passing on this information to each and everyone. Okay. So with this, we'll conclude today's class actually. So one should, and to achieve the Falasruti, that is what Falasruti here it has been spoken, one must rise early in the morning, okay, recite the history, not only the history of Chitraketu, any Mahabhagavatas like Duru Maharaj, Prahalad Maharaj, Prithu Maharaj. So many pastimes we have heard, correct na? So when we start hearing, when we start reading Shravanam, Kirtana, Mandal, this will help us like that is controlling his words and mind, like Vacho Vegam, Manasa Krodha Vegam. All these 6 urges will be actually controlled, and remembering, it will help us to remember consistently the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And by consistently remembering the Supreme Personality of Godhead, it is assured that they will go back to Godhead. So without any difficulty, that one line we have to, that 2 words we have to understand. So leaving this body, going wherever the destination is not easy. It will be more painful. But without difficulty, we are able to live means by performing this austerity. Okay. So this austere is very, very important. One must follow. Okay. Yes, Mataji is actually, I think, Madhumai Vilasini Mataji, I think you raised the hand, I think. Madhumai Krishna Kanta Mataji also.
Yes, Mataji, I had raised the hand.
Yes, Mataji. Please go ahead, Mataji.
The glorification of Chitraketu. And Chitraketu, his life itself was very difficult situations he has gone through, and getting he lost his only son, and then he was in great difficult situation. But he realized even his own son came in the form of Jivatma, and then he taught him, and Narada made him to do that. So that he realized, and with that and Narada's blessing, he could have a darshan of the Lord Sankarshana. And then what happened was he was made to go through this curse, but he was so magnanimous. He has displayed the character of a devotee, that even though he was a Mahabhagavata, he could have cursed Mother Parvati, but he did not do that. He accepted it as the will of God. He got down from his airplane and touched the mother's feet, Mother Parvati's feet, and accepted whatever destiny, whatever she has given the curse. So this is the thing which acceptance of whatever is our outcome, that is our destiny. So that lesson we have to learn. Also that shows his character. And second thing is, when he was in the Vritarasura's body, that time, so he was remembering all the things because the Lord has given him that smarana. So he was at the battlefield. He was preaching, Indra. We have read those preachings of Chitraketu on the battlefield. And the way what we have to learn, the character here is the pure devotee. He uses all occasions, to preach. Like Krishna preached in the battlefield, Arjuna. So the same way, the Chitraketu has preached, and he told Indra. Indra was hesitant because one time that Vajrayuda fell down from his hand. So he was hesitant to how to kill Vritarasura, and he was knowing that Vritarasura is a devotee. So, but he encouraged him, because he was knowing that it is the will of Lord Krishna that he should die in the hand of Indra. So he, encouraged him, and he went. His death was not so easy. Vritarasura has to be killed. I think 360 days or 1 year, like that. Vajrayuda, he has to cut the head of Vritarasura. That much this thing time it took. It was not an easy death, but he went through that, as a will of God.
Yes.
So in this is also another character of to suffer or to take it as a will of God. So that is also one of the lessons he has exhibited. So these are the glorious characteristic of Chitraketu we can learn, Mataji. This is something which I remembered, so I had raised my hand. Thank you,
No
Mataji.
problem, Mataji. Thank you for sharing your that is thoughts, actually, whatever you are able to recollect. Thank you all for your active participation also. Like Madhumai Vilasini Mataji, you want to tell something?
Yeah, Mataji, thank you so much. Only thing, Mataji, I just wanted to check, like, have you all joined that Mataji's class? That
Sadhu Sangana?
yes, Mataji.
Yeah.
Yes, announced, no, Mataji, that Sunday there is a class at 7 p.m.
So I
7:30
think
p.m. to 8:30 p.m. I think so.
evening, Sunday evening.
Yeah, Sunday evening. They just put a message there.
Okay, I didn't check it out, but I have opted for that actually. I didn't see that.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
thank you.
It's like a workshop, and we have to bring pen and paper and or electronic devices to actively participate in the groups. That's what she has written.
Okay, it's in the evening, Mataji, 7 p.m.
In March 8, she has written. I don't know, inaugural day.
I didn't check it out. 1 second.
Evening 7:30 p.m. to 8:30.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. What is the name of the group, Mataji?
Sadhu Sangha, Mataji.
Sadhu Sangha.
You should write, it's only Mataji's Sangha. So yes, Mataji has put Sunday 7:30 p.m. on 8th March. Okay. So to come with the pen, paper and all. So only 1 hour Zoom section. And she has given the link also. Okay. So you can write to Mataji if you are not in that group, Mataji. Mataji will add you. Okay. Hare Krishna. Right. So with this today's class,
Hare Krishna, Mataji. We have to email. Hare Krishna, we have to email Mataji, or WhatsApp group is there for
anything you can
to add.
Anything you can do.
Okay.
Hare Krishna. Vanchakalpadarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyeva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Ananta koti Vaishnava vrinda ki